Hey guys, wanted to show you a Galaxy DX-94 HP today. Pretty sweet radio. Alright, so we've got it on channel 20. Dim that up a bit. Oops, wrong knob. It's got that starlight backlighting, so all of the controls on the faceplate are highlighted too, as you see those come up with the dimmer. Everything's blue, comes out of the box like that. Just got to modify for channels. So we'll just leave it up. I'm going to use a Cobra stock mic for this one. Alright, we are at 13.8 volts. We have a 100 watt slug in the bird. Bottom scale, you guys should be used to that by now. And we are going out to the dummy load. Alright, let's get the dimmer up. We'll take the power down to the bottom. Make sure we're not on peak. And our dead key, about 3 watts roughly. And I'm going to work the power up to, I'm going to push that up a bit. See that come? There's 20 watts. 20, man, we'll call that 29 watt dead key. 29 watt dead key. So some things you'll probably know about it if you haven't played with one is, key this, is this radio has the big heatsink on the back. It's also got an amp, a 4-pill MOSFET amp on the bottom, so you get this little tiny speaker down here. And then if you look, you got this heatsink on the bottom with the shroud. The shroud will pop off, but there's a fan down in there, kind of a push-through fan, and it kind of exhausts through these vent holes that you can see right there. You can actually see the little bit of the board, the green board inside of there. Yeah, it's actually active cooled, and that'll kick itself on and off depending on the temperature setting. I'm not sure what the temperature ranges are, but it does it on its own, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, so let's see what this thing does. What we've done to it, haven't twisted anything except for the modulation pot. Originally we had the mod limiter out, but it turns out you really don't need the modulation limiter out on these new Galaxies. So I put it back in and just twisted the AMC up a bit. And that's really about it. So let's take the power all the way down. Power's at the bottom again. We are in RMS mode, 100 watt scale at the bottom. Hello, radio check. About 12 watts RMS. We're going to take that power, twist it all the way up again. Right at 30 watts. Hello. Hello. Little background, or a little backward swing rather. So now we're going to take it back down and put that peak on. Hello. Right up the scale. Hello. So hang on just a second. I'm going to put a different slug in. I think I got a 250 around here somewhere. We'll pop that in and see where we are. Be right back. Alright, we're back. We've got a 250 watt bird slug in there now. We're still at 13.8 volts. We're still on channel 20. And we still have the power all the way down. 250, so we are going to be reading the top scale. So 50, 100, 150, 200, and then the end of the scale where there isn't a mark will be 250 watts. Hello, radio check, hello. About 135 watts roughly, PP. So we're going to go to the power again. We're going to go all the way up this time. Hello, radio, test, test, test. About 130 watts with the carrier all the way up. And you see it's still right about 25 watt dead key. This mic's picking up a little bit, but so yeah, quite a bit more than the 100 watt rating they come with. They a little bit of audio on them. Like I said, I didn't twist anything else inside as far as the high and the low end on the variables because the board's got those. It's just set where it's set. So about 130, 135 watts depending on where you set your dead key. Nice thing about those MOSFETs, they seem to want to hit that mark wherever you put the carrier at. So anyway, hope you liked it. If you're curious how far this radio goes, yeah, 26,165. All the way up to 28,755. Actually, if you throw the 10kc at it, you can get 28,765. I guess before I go, we can test out the sideband power on this too. So we'll flip that to lower sideband, and we are still on peak, and we are still on the 250 watt slug. Hello radio, hello radio. About 120 watt sideband, so not quite as much. Seems to be the way it is when you add MOSFET amps to the back of these things or build them in. There's a little bit less output on sideband. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Catch you around.